Yesterday was a disappointing day for tons of Bears fans as training camp tickets came and went in the blink of an eye, and many fans who had been waiting and waiting were left without any tickets to see the Bears this year at camp. But the Bears should still release more tickets for that, guys, so don't give up hope yet. Stay tuned and follow the Chicago Bears official website and download the app to stay informed if they release more tickets. But the good news is we will have some behind the scenes access to this year's camp via HBO's Hard Knocks, and I'll also be making an appearance at this year's training camp as well. But as for the Hard Knocks series, after watching the first two episodes of the off-season edition of the show, which focuses on the New York Giants, my anticipation is only growing. Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze both made their debut appearances on the show this week, as it showed both players interviewing at the combine with the Giants. The episode was worth watching for those tidbits alone, but this offseason version of Hard Knocks is the best yet, especially if you like seeing the operation status of the front office and what goes on behind the scenes. The amount of access you get to see, this is the kind of stuff fans want to see. What went into free agency and draft decisions? Why did these teams make those decisions? Not quarterbacks hanging out with their wives in the offseason. To me, this is riveting and exciting content to watch. You get to see things like what went into the Giants' decision to let Saquon Barkley walk and how they felt about other free agent running backs such as DeAndre Swift and Josh Jacobs. As Bears fans or fans of the NFL in general, we rarely get to see behind the scenes looks into these kinds of decisions. I almost wish the Bears would have been on this offseason version of Hard Knocks instead of training camp. They had an incredibly interesting section of the first episode where they had their new defensive coordinator go over the defense and explain what kind of players he needs to get the system to work and what he thinks of some of the guys already on the roster. I would have loved to hear Shane Waldron do that with our offense. That would have been riveting content. But you also get to see the Giants GM reacting to the news of the increased salary cap earlier in the offseason and some other surprises as well. The show also goes behind the scenes of the NFL draft for some unprecedented footage, and you get to hear the Giants talk about both Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze. They called Rome an alpha, a high energy guy who can take over a room. They said he's smart, tough, dependable, and everything you want. Meanwhile, they said Caleb Williams transferred from Oklahoma and won the Heisman Trophy, but they had questions about how he handles diversity due to him refusing to talk to the media after a loss. But they stated that he's a competitor, he loves football, and he's locked in. As we all know, the best player in the draft. One more interesting note, though, the Giants were interested in trading up for a QB at pick number 3, and the show has some insights into why they took Malik Neighbors over Rome Odunze. So far, it's easily the best iteration of HBO's Hard Knocks. I'm hoping the Bears training camp edition is even better. We're less than a week away from rookies reporting to camp, and I have a ton of content on the way. Remember to hit that like button for me, guys. And until next time, bear down.